Welcome guys, it's Genkai 808. I'm playing Outward, the definitive edition. I started on hardcore mode, not normal. The only difference is hardcore mode you kind of could have like a permadeath type of thing, but just head on through. This is more of like a playthrough kind of walkthrough-ish. I'll kind of show you the ways I'm going to play the game and give you tips and all that. But for this starter area, it's best to loot up everything, because what you kind of really want to do is earn a lot of money early on. Not going to use the harpoon. You can collect these berries to use later. So just carrying on, just live around the whole island. Take all of that. Take the seaweed. There's more seaweed down there, but I'm not necessarily going to collect that. And over here, you'll kind of get your first taste of combat. Combat in this game is, I'd say, fairly simple. It could get a little complex-ish with buffs, debuffs, but I'll explain that when we kind of get to those scenarios. So, you click the right stick to lock on your X and square, do your attacks. X are like your combo hits, and then your squares, your special hits. I did get an infection there. You can get diseases from animals and certain things, but don't worry about that disease right now. If you press your pause button or your options button, you will open up kind of your inventory. So that disease, infection, I lose 3% of my max health per minute, and eating food is less effective. Any diseases or stuff that you kind of get inflicted with at the start, don't worry about, you'll be cured of it later on. But as you continue on in the game, you will need to find things to cure that. There's a pickaxe there. I'm not going to take it because I'm going to be overweight. So if you didn't want to do all of that, or like any of it, you could just come straight up here and use the bed. So yeah, just use the bed, sleep for an hour. This is kind of resting, repairing type of aspect of the game. You sleep to recover your max health. As you see, my health right now is 95 out of a max of 100. Your health burns, your stamina burns too, right? So like you get damage and max health burns as you do combat, you know, run around, you burn the max stamina. Resting will restore that. And then repairing repairs the quality of your weaponry and your armor. The guard, if you're out of like a safe area, so if you're not home or in a town, you will need to put some time to guarding yourself. This is your home. You're gonna just want to come down, grab your bag, and move essentially everything to your bag. The things that you're going to want to keep on hand are probably flint and steel, some food, and something to deal with. Come to your chest, open up, collect whatever's in there. Everything will be different for everybody. So what I got is probably not what you're going to have, but just collect your goodies. Radiant one for food. Take your lantern, take flint and steel, take your iron scraps. I already got a bed out of my stash, my chest, so I'm not going to take this bed. I did get a recipe, food recipe. You will get a food recipe as well. So the recipe was this: bread and jam. You gotta make some toast. There are some recipes I made off of hand, and I'll show you guys kind of all that I know. Some of them you will have to buy, and I will buy the ones I don't know. But 4 of these give you some of that jam, and there you go, you got some food. So after you make your food, you're gonna head outside. Once you get out here, you're gonna see these guys, and they're gonna talk
Rise
to you.
and shine, Trog Spawn. You think you can nip off for 4 months and not pay what you owe the tribe?
A blood price is sacred. You can't just shrug off that responsibility.
For as long as you did. They don't always say their full sentences, so I guess I'll kind of finish that out for them when they don't.
If I don't see the money from you by the time I count to 10, you'll regret you ever came home.
So you do have responses. Most of them don't matter. I'll tell you which ones will matter when like that occurs, but pick whatever option. I'm gonna pick, I just woke up from the shipwreck. Have a heart, will you?
Yeah, you were on that ship too, weren't you? How many lives must your family be responsible for destroying before enough is enough?
I lost my daughter on that voyage. Stop this right now. You're being unreasonable. Don't make this violent.
If you can't make the payments you missed, we will seize your home!
Then I have to cover 4 months of ignoring your duty to the tribe. Either pay up or get out of our way.
Enough of this! 12 people are dead. Stop this shameful behavior at once.
This time, for the tribe to come together and mourn our lost loved ones, not to demand payment from survivors.
To threaten someone like this while the lost lives are still fresh is an insult to their memory.
Genkai 808 is a victim of the shipwreck too. Under the laws of the Blue Chamber Collective, I have declared a period of mourning. You understand what that means, don't you?
But Chamber Lady Aberdeen.
Has Genkai 808 has clearly been...
I said that is enough! Oliel, you heard, Mother.
I'm gonna kind of skip
Away
through
with
that a little bit.
If I could do more, that
because,
gives you a few days to
it's a
pay.
little
Once you
pointless,
can make the
and it
payment,
wastes
come see
some of
me.
your time.
That does never. If you could, once you're ready to leave Ciezo, remember you only have a few days.
So, just skipping all that.
May your ancestors watch
You
over
have
you.
5 days to get 150 silver. You should crush your right D-pad and tell you. So 5 days from now will be day 7. So you have 7, excuse me, till day 7 to acquire 150 silver. I'm going to show you how you can get that. So the best, easiest way right now, go around the village and grab everything, because you're going to essentially just sell them. There is another way to complete this quest without spending 150 silver, because you would like to have that 150 silver for yourself. If you can buy better equipment. But for right now, just collect everything. I am a little overweight, so
Greetings, friend.
time to unload. You will only need 1 fishing harpoon and 1 flint and steel. Everything else, if you have multiples of, you can sell that. These are blueprints for some armor. It's not really important to read them, so
Can I help you?
it's probably a good idea to just sell them all. So right now I have 107 silver, and that's before I even left the main area. So more than halfway to collecting the required money, if you like to pay, but you want that money to yourself. You can fish. That's when you have the fishing opening. Make sure you come down here to grab your water skin, because you're going to need water on your journeys. You do have needs: food, drink, sleep. Corruption, don't worry about that at this current moment, because you're not really exposed to it right away. You can't talk to, excuse me, you can't talk to this guy. He's one of your great friends, and you can kind of bully him out of money, but I don't recommend that, because that could affect things later down the line.
What could I... Alright.
So just selling off things again that I don't necessarily need. Before you leave town, you will want to stop at Shopkeeper Doran.
Is there something you need?
Kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Buy a bag. This will be your first bag upgrade. Upgraded bags allow more inventory space, as this only allowed for 25 capacity, and the bag I have now, the Nomad backpack, is double that.
Is there something you need?
And you can sell your old bag back to kind of get a little recycle effect on your money. And now you see that the lantern that you collected annular house is now attached to the back of your bag. If it was in your hand, just go up to your equipped inventory and move it to your bag. And you should put it there on the back of your bag. I actually have to talk to him again.
Is there something you need?
You're gonna say I'd like to talk,
Can you Excellent.
and he's gonna ask you to deliver a message to the shopkeeper in an area called Berg. The Berg is a place that you're gonna stop at some point, so might as well kind of grab that quest. And now, once you're ready to leave town, you're gonna talk to Borak Corellian. And before you talk to him, depending on what weapon you have, he's gonna give you a certain weapon skill.
Need something?
Tell him I'm going outside,
Well, you got this. There you... All right.
and yeah,
I
he's
feel
gonna teach you a skill
comfortable letting you outside the walls. Use the door when you want to head out.
with a sword or machete type base weapon. You'll get the puncture skill, and your skills are located on the skills tab as well. You can assign a skill or item to said spot, depending on what you would like. So, this skill is a close combat attack which deals high damage and impact and inflicts pain. Another skill I just equipped is for your dagger. Your dagger is your offhand weapon. You do have offhand weapons, so small things like a lantern, a dagger, a gun, or certain other things. I'll show you those if I go down that route of using those weapons. But it gives you the skill, and we're gonna head on out. If you have a bow too, he'll give you a bow skill, or basically anything, any weapon. He'll give you a skill kind of corresponding to that. So once we head out of Cierzo, you're gonna open up your map with the right D-pad, and we're gonna go down this trail, and we're gonna stay to the left. There's gonna be like a little dungeon area that you would like to stop at to also get a certain item to trade in for a good amount of silver. Before I even started the journey, I should have ate some food, drink some water. Eating food and drinking water, or any kind of drink, will give you certain benefits. Health recovery, stamina recovery. I'm gonna fight these guys because I want to take their stuff. So I did just get shot with arrows, so I'm gonna try to be a little bit more careful. You don't really want to do 2v1s too early on, because they are pretty dangerous and I can die. That guy's gonna keep trying to shoot me with arrows, so I'll be safe as long as I keep my distance. He did switch to close quarters though. So for most of your early fights, you are going to be kind of tight in. You're not too strong right now to kind of demolish anything. As long as you wait for your opportunity to strike, you can manage pretty well. Now 101s are pretty easy to handle. You don't want to burn all your stamina either, because you're not going to be able to block too good. They'll be able to knock you out of your block. Nice. Got a little hurt, but okay. I'm gonna take all this stuff to sell. I do have bandage, so I'm gonna use that to get health regen. Equip his iron sword because it is an upgrade from the machete. 14, 19. A little damage increase never hurts. Also have a little helmet. Cloth helmet. A little more defense, might as well. So with these guys, hyenas, fought them earlier on at the very start. Not too hard. They can give you that infection, so be careful. I'm so using my dagger. Quick move, quick damage. Not the strongest, but it works. Nice. So yeah, it's just quick, easy type of hit. Doesn't cost so much stamina. I don't think I'm necessarily going to use the bow. Just going to sell it. So if you do have an iron sword and linen cloth and predator bones, you can make a pretty nice early game weapon, or kind of upgrade. So you do have like a little crafting type of thing going on here. So depending on what recipes you know, or any random combination of things, you can make something, or you can deconstruct things to their kind of most basic component. You know, iron sword, iron scraps, armor to their basic components, like you know, cloth armor. You get a linen cloth from it, so things like that. But if you have the iron sword, predator bones, and a linen cloth, you craft to get a fanged sword. What's so great about this fanged sword is nice increase in damage from the 14 to 15 to 22, and it also has a bleeding effect. So that means after you know, cut your enemy a couple times, they'll bleed. So you add a nice little damage over time. Nothing too crazy. There are other stronger bleed weapons out there, but can't complain about this right now. So as I did say, we're going to come down the road to the left and kind of essentially on this little part back here. And this is, I think, the Blister Cove, Blister Burrow. You're gonna come in here. It's a marked dungeon, or excuse me, it's not marked on your map. It's a named dungeon. So there's kind of it's a little bit longer-ish, and it has more things. Eat that jam for even more stamina recovery and cold weather defense. There is a weather system in here. You do get cold, you do get hot. Certain foods I'll talk about when I grab them because they do add different effects. What I just grabbed was a star mushroom. It gives you mana regen. What is mana? Mana is magic. When you start the game, you don't have any mana, you have to unlock mana. Depending on if you want to dabble in magic or not, mana might be something you like. If you don't want to deal with any type of magic, don't worry about mana. But I might dabble in magic. I did get an armor upgrade, but I got some troglodytes to deal with. These guys are pretty easy to deal with. They kind of telegraph their attacks really easily. And they're not too dangerous or tanky. They will run away when they're pretty low health. The white bar under their health is their stability bar. You also have stability bar, your white bar. When that gets knocked all the way down, you kind of get like knocked over. So I look at the crafting a little bit more. I'm gonna put the machete there, deconstruct it down to iron. These iron scraps, do they have a use? Yes, if you would like to use them. But exploring the cave, you'll find like a lot of things. And a decent amount of enemies. You don't necessarily want to fight too many at once. So you pull back and pull out this bow. Bow is coming in clutch even though I'm not necessarily going to be using this ranged weapon. So I can switch back to my main weaponry. Metal ones are razor eyes. So, if you have ranged weaponry, that can help you out when you kind of want to zone an enemy. You know, when you're dealing with those multiple encounters type of thing. This is a magical troglodyte. He will inflict a Hex on you. Hexes are basically just debuffs. They're not too debilitating. You take more damage and your impact resistance is slightly lower. Impact is your stability, so I can't really take too many hits from blocking, but it's not too bad right now. You should periodically eat, drink, to kind of keep your buffs nice and fresh. I do have a bolt rag. Bolt rags add elemental damage to your weaponry. There are elements in this game: fire, decay. Decay is kind of like poison. this other type of elemental effects, but I can't think of them at this current moment. So with this, cut through them pretty easily. This guy's kind of like the boss of air, if you would like to think of it. Not too hard, he's bleeding. And hit him with that nice skill attack. So yeah, not too hard. I don't want to say the game is completely like this because of the scaling in this game is highly ridiculous and random. These guys look pretty easy. What I've been doing so far looks pretty easy, but it can get really, really tough, or there could be parts where it's just really, really easy. Or depending on your personal weapon setup and the equipment and gear you have, it could be hard or easy. So I do have a Dark Varnish. That's another elemental kind of coating that I can add to my weapon. It does poison damage. You did want to grab that shield. I do have another shield right here. If you'd like to keep it, you could, but it's used for a quest. If you get a copy like I did, well, that's your answer to keeping it. Before you leave this area, you definitely want to check everywhere and grab a certain item. I think it's called a giant heart. Yeah, I think it's just called a giant's heart. Should be around here somewhere. I am moving pretty fast to kind of progress a little bit, but yeah, giant heart drawing. Make sure you grab that. I did search kind of all I wanted to search. If you want to, you know, stay around, look a little bit more, you can. But head on back out. This is where we first fought the troglodyte. This green area, you see, you know, you're heading out the cave, or dungeon rather, by this. This is the way out. Now we head back out into the air with the Chernozem, however you like to pronounce that. Alright. I'm also going to deconstruct that, just to give me a little bit more space. You can stop back in the village, or you can make another quick pit stop to save that money that I was telling you about. I have 118 silver. The village, your village, they want you to pay 150 silver, the blood price, because of what went wrong. But you don't want to spend your money because you're gonna need it. So we're gonna go get that alternative. Dying Athena pretty easy. Just block his hits, and then when they do their attack, that's where you go and get your hits in. Here's another type of enemy. It's a dodo bird. Well, it's called a hell bird. I called it a dodo bird. They are pretty weak. Nice few hits. Does the job. But when they get to very low health, they will completely run away. That bird gave me an egg and some meat. You don't necessarily need to go hunting, because you can hunt for yourself, you know, there's wildlife. You can go to your shops and purchase your food, but I think it's beneficial if you have a supply of your own food and make different types of food, because selling food is another great way of making quick early money, as collecting kind of everything and selling. A lot of this stuff you guys aren't going to get. Everything that you're going to get is super randomized. Certain things will stay the same per playthrough. Like in your home, in the kitchen, you'll always get a bed, you'll always get a flint and steel, and you'll always get the jerky and that recipe for the toast. But like what you get out of the chest will be random. And then that one little cache area I showed you on the starting island, that will also always be the same. The things that you get out of it will always be the same. And same thing with the item placements, that's all still the same. And I think the hollowed out tree trunk is random too. Everything in here in this game, I'm not going to remember which certain things are kind of permanent placement or randomized. It's just certain things that I do know that are kind of like that. I did get the pickaxe. I'm probably going to need that for the things I want. And down there is a pistol shrimp. Pistol shrimps are probably going to be your first elemental kind of creature. They use lightning. I did put a lightning bolt rag on my weapon. Probably not the best thing to do, because he is pretty resistant to this. But damage is damage. Their attacks aren't too hard. They have a small AoE. You would probably roll out of that. And they have this long mid-range, excuse me, kind of like electrical shock. And then they do have a kind of frontward swipe attack when you're like in front of them. Not too hard. Block their attacks and then dodge. So when you get down here, you're gonna look for this injured man. What I'm drinking are teas. There's different types of teas, but right now I'm not going to go into depth about the teas. I drink them because they recover my max stamina. I did have a lot of burnt stamina, so would like to get that back.
I can't move. I can feel it working.
Depending on,
Ow. I don't think I'm fit to run back home just yet.
Depending on what healing item you have, you can give them a bandage or a life potion. If you ever get life potions, don't give them to this guy. Just make a bandage. If you don't have bandages, you have the crafting recipe right here. I don't have jerky, so I don't have any passive health recovery right now, which is fine. I gathered up the sand for that blue spec, Fuji sand, blue sand. Blue sand you probably want to sell right now. You can use it for a weapon, or excuse me, an armor set, but you don't really want that armor set anyway. So pretty easy fight. Gave you some blue sand. So those pistol shrimps can give you blue sand. Need some nice stamina recovery. All the things in my inventory I will go over as kind of needed for bases. I do have some magical kind of equipment on me that I actually will keep because I am going to go down that magic route. The magic in this game is pretty interesting, and some of it can be gimmicky, which I like, because you sacrifice a lot in a sense if you want magic. And because of thinking about right now how I'm kind of progressing through things, I'm pretty much stomping everything that's in my path, but committing yourself to magic will shift that. You'll be very weak in a sense. You'll see that down the line. So, helping that guy gives you a writ of tribal favor. So using that using this to pay back the blood price will save you on your money. I'm gonna avoid those hyenas and that dodo bird because kind of reaching my limits. A thing you really don't want to do in this game either, especially if you're playing like hardcore mode, is overextend yourself, because when you do die, or if you're playing normal, you won't die necessarily. You kind of just be knocked out, but the effects that you get can be pretty debilitating. And I'm playing on hardcore mode, and there is a chance when I kind of get knocked out, it's permanent death. And with that, my game basically just deletes itself. So if I fall in my next fight, I could possibly just die and have to start all over. I picked hardcore mode just for a little bit more challenge, and it's just to make it a little bit more entertaining and show you guys the right way of prepping yourself and things. Just make it more entertaining, you know? And it gives me a personal challenge too, for I don't just think I can wing it, you know? I want to show you guys how to do things right. So I usually like to come sell to the blacksmith because they usually have the most money. You probably think the shopkeeper had the most money on hand, but no.
What could I... All right.
I have an extra flint steel, I'm gonna sell that. I'm not gonna use the shield, so I'm gonna sell that. I'm gonna sell my harpoon because I'm necessarily not gonna fish. Selling the bows because I'm not in range. That's extra armor. I'm gonna sell my teas, sell the grenades, sell food. This alchemy kit, if you get an alchemy kit and you're going down the magic way, hold on, hold on to that. If you find firestones or anything, hold on to that. Especially these, because you're going to be using these pretty soon. The giant heart garnet, hold on to that. I'm going to sell a couple of those. And then I'm going to buy iron knuckles. Well, I'm buying iron knuckles because they're slightly better than what I was technically using.
What can I do? All right.
How are they slightly better when this does more damage in a sense and has a bleeding effect? Impact. And what I mean by the impact is how easily it is to knock over enemies. This weapon's pretty easy. But you're gonna come up to this lady. Helen
Greetings, friend.
Tell her I'm here about work.
Lend me your ear.
I found that rare mushroom you wanted.
You've earned this.
She'll give you 70 silver. So after selling kind of everything I need to sell, you can't sell standard wooden arrows. So if you're not using a bow or anything like that, just kind of get rid of it. They do weigh a little something, but you don't want your weight taken up by things you're not going to use. So I'm gonna empty out my water stack, or excuse me, water skin. I'm gonna collect salt water. Why? Because I need salt. We use salt in cooking. If you couldn't imagine that. So go down to your home kitchen, grab the salt water, cook it, you get some salt, get some clean water. Now if you put, not that, if you put 2 pieces of meat and 2 pieces of salt, you get jerky. Jerky, you can sell jerky or really any food, but it's pretty easy to make, pretty easy to make jerky, as I do have enough, or excuse me, I had a lot of extra meat, and they last pretty long. The perish time around them is a long time. So I have a discipline potion. This just increases my physical damage. I think I'll actually hold on to that. Probably might need later. Weather potion. you do have potions that help you deal with weather situations. At the current moment, that's not a problem. I'm going to keep my elemental buffs, put my extra food away, put my rations away. Travel rations are used to travel between areas. To make travel rations, you basically just have 2 type of food items, 1 salt. It could be 2 pieces of meat and a salt. It could be a fruit and salt, a fruit and meat and salt. It could kind of be anything. Put that away and put the salt away, put the wood away, put my mana stones away. You're going to want to put your giant heart garnet kind of somewhere in stash. I'm also going to put the alchemy kit away and the iron scraps. So now you're going to go up to this house, speak to Rissa, and give her the Writ of Tribal Favor. And we can save from giving away half the silver. You might have that much silver, you might have less, you might have more. Depends on what items spawn for you throughout the journey so far. I'm quickly raiding her chest for this. If you click your right stick while looking over pieces of armor, you can kind of compare. This has less defense, resistances. I'll talk about the defense portion, like your defense stats and overall stats and everything a little bit later, because that's kind of more detailed, number-based things, and right now that's not too important. But talk to Rissa.
Greetings. How go your efforts?
I want to talk about my blood price.
You have a way to make that payment.
Do not give her
Show
your
me.
money. Give her the earned tribal favor.
And Oliel is leaving to go join the holy mission of Elat.
Let me start reading some of these again. Kind of skipping through a lot. So she does tell you that your friend Oliel is the girl with that kind of glowing sword. She's leaving to join the holy mission of Elat. Nothing I could say would convince her to stay. We could say good, let her do her own type of thing, or damn, I'll miss her, which we will. Damn, I'll miss her around here.
As will we all.
I don't suppose you could convince her to stay. She's my only daughter, set to inherit the clan when I join the ancestors. I don't suppose you would be able to convince her. Her mind is made up. And Yazan? Why is he leaving? He can't be ready for another expedition already.
A blood price has been declared upon his bloodline.
Listen, Genkaioi, the shipwreck that killed so many of our people and nearly took your life was the fault of Yazan's brother, Roland. A blood price has been declared upon his bloodline. Wait, excuse me, what? How can you be so sure? Oh, Roland, why am I not surprised? I could have showed you who Roland is, and he could have given us some things, depending on where you talk to him, type of thing. I'll go talk to him after this.
Roland fell asleep on duty.
He was on duty at the lighthouse the night of the shipwreck. He fell asleep on duty at the lighthouse. He confessed as much to me himself.
This is unacceptable.
Roland accepts the consequences of his actions. Yazan refuses. He has chosen to exile himself from Caesar forever rather than to do his duty to the tribe and bear the blood price. This isn't fair. I understand punished Roland. Why Yazan?
The blood price must be levied against an entire bloodline.
Otherwise, the one who bears it would be pushed to act selfishly rather than repay what is owed to the tribe against a line. It can be held for as long as it needs to. Against an individual, it promotes only bloodshed. I guess she's basically saying if you make the whole family pay constantly, it will motivate them to, get rid of the blood price rather than saying that individual person, because it's like that one person will probably act out of, desperate needs type of thing.
The blood price is not a punishment.
It is your payment for a wrong. It allows those who have suffered to get their fair compensation without violence. Without it, we would be ruled by revenge and mob rule. And I guess she does have a point. It's like, just pay up some money for your wrongdoing type of thing, which is understandable.
Come back once you've said your goodbyes to them.
So, your friend Oliel and Yazan are leaving because they don't like the system of how that is set up. They don't like the blood price type of, punishment system. So we're supposed to talk to both of them, but I did say I'm going to stop by Roland real quick. Roland is down here on the docks. And as I mentioned at the start, what you say doesn't necessarily matter, but at this specific moment, talking to him, yes, it will matter.
This is awful.
So you know, yeah, it was my fault the boat got wrecked. It's my fault. Yazan got a blood price to pay. It's my fault. The investment went belly up because I was a careless idiot. I don't even know how Rissa found out. It's like she has some kind of sixth sense. So you're gonna tell him to get to work and pay it back. Do your duty to the tribe. I know my duty and my future descendants' duties. We will pay our blood price for however many generations it takes. I won't run from this. This is my punishment, and I will shoulder it however I can until I die. That's what's expecting me, right? How do you intend to pay your blood price?
Oh no.
I don't know. I'm bad at everything I do. I don't have the patience to fish. I'm not good with steel, but I might just throw myself at the outside world and try to make it there. You can tell him that's the spirit. Make it work or die trying. Maybe I could beg Eto to teach me some of his personal combat skills first. I don't want to be torn to pieces by hyenas or troglodytes. So the guy he was talking about does training in skills. So yeah, these things, you can get more of those. But you need money. The guy he was talking about is him.
Amber, my friend.
You're gonna say, I would like to train with you. You only necessarily want to get one of these. The one you want to get is fitness. Increases your max health by 25 and the amount of health restored from sleeping. You have other type of skills, but these are shield related and other elemental based things. Don't worry about all that because it's pretty useless. His skills aren't the greatest of skill sets to acquire. But yeah, back to the main objective of talking to our friend Oliel down here.
I guess this is goodbye. I'm leaving this place to join the Holy Mission.
And I'm not looking back. Seriously will miss you, Oliel.
I'll miss it too.
But I can't come back. Not after what Mother and I discussed.
Rissa has done some things I can't agree with.
I can't
talk about it.
She wants me to follow in her footsteps, and I just can't. I already have no desire to be Chamberlady. You know, what she told me, I refuse to consider being part of it.
Alright, listen.
That's a little foreshadowing. But don't worry about that. It's unlikely we'll meet again in Kaeli unless, of course, you want to join me on having. Join me. Having someone I trust by my side would make me a lot less nervous. We'll tell her I'll think about it.
Excellent. The Holy Mission is about more than just working under a manifested god.
By fighting the Scourge, it's also about helping everyone regardless of tribe or family.
Have discipline and mastery over yourself.
First, protect and look after those who are in need. Second, have discipline and mastery over yourself. And third, always seek to improve yourself so you can better help others to improve and help one another. It's a good set of values to live by. In fact, if you join the Holy Mission and give up your bloodline, you'll be free from ever making payment to your blood price as well. This idea of clean slate.
If you do want to join us, once in the marsh, follow the Pilgrim Road.
I'm going to skip through her dialogue a little bit. So she is basically asking us to join her on Holy Mission Roulette. That's another faction in this game. There are a couple factions, depending on where you want to go, what you like. You'll choose whatever faction you want. The Holy Mission is more of a magical-ish type of endeavor. I personally would like to do that, so I'm going to go down that kind of quest line. So, if you want to see the other quest lines, I'll probably also do that, just depending on how things go. But for right now, I'm going to go down the Holy Mission. But here's your other friend, Yazan.
I take it you've heard the news? Come to see your old pal off? I've got one little fishing barge to my name, and by a lot, I've got to use it.
I'm leaving for that heroic kingdom of Levant. Never to darken this stained city ever
The
again.
heroic kingdom believes in chasing progress to create a better world. All right, listen up.
We're going to just tell them, good choice. Go chase your own dreams.
That I will. I will chase the Levantine dream and make it my own.
I'll take any risk over being trapped over my brother's idiocy. I take it you're not going to forgive your brother, are you?
Not in 1,000 years.
Roland had one job. Keep the lighthouse lit, and he couldn't even manage that. This was preventable. Damn it.
Damn it.
This is the last time I let his foolishness and clumsiness hurt me. He can go feed a hyena with his own hide for all I care. I'm done with him, now and forever. I'm going to miss you, Yazan. I'm going to be at your back.
Likewise, my friend.
I hope we meet under better circumstances. I'm going to be at your back.
If you have the courage to face the Abrasar Desert, I'll be waiting for you.
You know, join his faction, which is the heroic kingdom of Levant. They are kind of a wealthy-ish type of establishment group. Getting there is somewhat challenging. You should be pretty prepared for a long journey. But I'll probably go through that another time around. But after speaking to those two, come back to Rissa, and she'll be outside her building.
There you are. Urgent news just came in.
I must be off immediately. I don't know when I'll be able to return. Speak kind of like a little wise ass. Then why are you still here?
Well then.
Because I'm in need of you. Because your future is important to me.
I'm going to Berg, the main settlement in the Enmakar forest.
The home city of all of the tribes, birthplace of our Blue Chamber Collective. If you are able, I'd like you to meet me there.
I have an offer. I will pay off the rest of your blood price and adopt you into the Aberdeen bloodline.
Your name would be cleared and your burden lifted forever. My blood price is still worth thousands of silvers. Where does this come from?
It's complicated.
With Oliel abandoning the family, I need someone that can rely on. Someone I think of as close to family, and I want to make sure you never have to face a mob like that again.
The Blue Chamber Collective is about It's your choice. Your life. Well then, listen well.
Gonna kind of skip through her dialogue a little bit. most of the dialogue I will let play out for the most part, but some of it kind of just gets redundant and not necessarily too important. She tells you that she's gonna head to Berg. I did mention that we will be stopping at Berg because of a kind of delivery mission, but for right now, she would have given you 3 rations. I did make my own rations earlier. You could have made your own rations as well, but before we head to the Berg, gotta come back home, rest up, repair, and kind of collect myself. Well guys, thank you for watching. If you're enjoying the content, give me a like, comment, subscribe, whatever you feel like doing to show your support. And as always, you guys stay blessed, and I'll catch you later. Peace. I'll see you guys later.